Modern Guitar channel. This is another one of my beginner series videos, and one of the things you'll hear me repeating quite a bit is the need to learn to play notes. I haven't started working on getting you to play chords yet because I want your fingers to get used to holding notes down and letting them go. And that's an important fundamental skill. If you work on that a little bit, it makes playing chords a whole lot easier. So when we're just playing notes, of course, we can just play some very simple exercises. One of the simple exercises that I have a video fully explaining is my caterpillar fingers exercise, and I'll put a link to it in this video right about here so that you can jump over there and do that warm-up if you want to. But one of the things that we've talked about a little bit before is rather than just playing notes, it's more fun if we can play riffs. And if we're going to play riffs, it helps us to understand what riffs are and where we're going to find them. What I would like to do is just get you started playing some riffs. So what is a riff? A riff is a little rhythmic pattern of notes. That's all it is we play a couple of notes, but we play them in a particular rhythmic way. For example, if I play, then that's a riff. And what we do, a riff is kind of like a word or a short phrase in music. And instead of saying to somebody A-P-P-L-E, what we say to somebody is apple or are you hungry, right? So that's what riffs are. They're very short phrases. They're easy for us to remember, and we reuse them in lots of different ways. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to play these a little group of 4 notes. And this is a pattern you're going to hear many, many times. So I'm playing 3rd fret on the E string, open E string, 3rd fret on the B string, open B string. You can play them slowly, you can play them quickly. A way you can spice them up is start on that first note that we started on. Now start on the open E string. And then go to the 2nd fret on the G string. So now we have 2 little phrases. They're both made of little groups of 4 notes. Okay? Another thing we can do is we can play a little group of 3 notes and then a little group of 4 notes. So we can go, for example, we'll use the first 3 of the first riff that we played there. There's 3. And now I'm going to play. Okay, so that's going to sound like. And you can see how just mixing up small groups of either 2 beats, 4 beats, or 3 beats and mixing them together, it gives you a bunch of different options in terms of sounds. And all of these different variations that I'm playing are all common beats that you're going to run into. Okay, so here's the 4-beat one again. I'm going to put the tab on the screen so that you can follow along and see what I'm playing here. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, starting on the 3rd fret of the E string. Then I'm going to start on the E. And then I'm going to start on the D string and just play 2. And that gives me. Okay, so this is just a little quickie introduction to this concept of playing the riffs, of playing some riffs, and using this as our principal objective here is just to give you some little things to play that are fun, that are going to start to sound a little bit musical, and that are going to get your fingers working, holding notes down, which is a really important skill that we're trying to build. Okay? I'm going to give you a little kind of a mini solo to work on. Okay, and I'll put the tab on the screen. Okay, so here's the little mini solo. Again, just for something for you to play with. There you go. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Just wanted to give you a couple of fun things to play around with so that you can get your fingertips working, get some practice in playing a few notes and play some things that are musical. And I want you to start to think about the concept of these short groups of notes. Ba-dum, dum, dum. So I'm playing 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Pay attention to the rhythm of the little phrases that we're playing, because that is what makes them a riff. That's what a riff is. And it almost doesn't even matter what notes we're playing. Almost. Anyway, I'll see you next time at Bonner Guitar. Stop by. Please subscribe if you feel like it.